Hello, welcome to by Lore and Lamplight. This is our July 4th, 2025 story. I'm Davin, storyteller and magician. Let me tell you a tale, not of fireworks and parades. This is the story of a dark, stormy night, a darker road, and a 16-year-old girl who rode like thunder through the forest. Her name was Sybil Luddington. She rode for freedom. It was the spring of 1777, and the War of Independence was in full swing. King George's redcoats were burning their way across the colonies, when late one night, word came to Colonel Henry Luddington, Sybil's father, that Dunsbury, Connecticut was under attack. The British had arrived, torches were lit, muskets were loaded, and the townsfolk were in peril. Already, several stores and munitions had been put to the torch. The Patriots needed help. Colonel Luddington's men, however, were farmers and blacksmiths and wheelwrights. They were spread apart over many miles of rough, forested country. A call of arms was needed, but who would make such a ride? The hour was very late, the sky was full of thunder and rain, and the road was nothing but slick mud. And that's when Sybil stepped forward. "I'll go," she said. "Give me the route." Her father looked at her, his eldest of 16 years, and he hesitated. Even though she had fire in her eyes, he knew that the road contained British loyalists, outlaws, and plain old bad luck. But he also knew no one rode better than Sybil. And so it was, wrapped in a woolen cloak and astride her father's horse Star, a mighty beast with a white splotch down its long face and hooves like drums. She headed off into the pitch black, over broken bridges and past swamps where frogs croaked warning, her cloak whipping behind her like a battle flag as she called out, "To arms! To arms! The British are burning Dunbury! To arms!" And so her ride began. For 40 miles, friend. Twice the distance of Paul Revere. To each farmstead she'd come to, she'd rap upon the door with a stick as thick as her wrist. Dogs would bark, children cry, men jumped up, grabbed their muskets, and saddled their horses. One by one, the militia rose. She rode without lantern, without map, and without escort. Only her courage and the beating of Star's hooves to carry her forward. She rode through Caramel, through Mahopac, and through Stormville, all the way back to Fredericksburg, where she began. By dawn, she was soaked to the bone. Her voice was hoarse, and her body ached. But when she got home, she was greeted by the sight of 400 militiamen armed and ready to face the redcoats. Dunbury suffered that night, but it was not lost. Thanks to Sybil, the Patriots were able to push back the British at Ridgefield. They stopped their advance and kept the countryside from falling under British control. Now, you won't see Sybil mentioned in very many history books, and there are no holidays to honor her. But if you ever find yourself awake on a stormy spring night after midnight, if you listen real careful, you might hear the drumming of hooves and the call of a woman's voice in the hills. "To arms! To arms! The British are coming!" So this July 4th, raise a glass for Sybil Luddington, the woman who rode for freedom in the storm.